always born from trophies, but are born out from schools ascending to new heights at the same time and finding the other guy standing in the way of their ultimate goal. It's time to find out who's going to get one over this time. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football. And the Vols will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida's offense will have the opening possession of the game. The Big Orange won last year's meeting in a very tight battle.
Really impressed with how Tennessee played in that game too, Reese, because it seemed like whenever they needed a big play, especially late, they were able to come away and get that. So they know the Gators are coming into this one very motivated after that close loss. This time around, can Tennessee step up again in the biggest moments?
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. The lone back's got it. Got the first down. Looking for more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The play action fake. Got him downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are on the move. They'll try the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown Gators! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tennessee's offense will get the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's the handoff. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Rushes on him. Finds his tight end. Crosses the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Oh, he's got a chance. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They give it to him again. Makes one man miss. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Leaves it with the back. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. Got it inside the 15. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rasmussen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got him along the sidelines, and the foot is clearly down for the catch, and they'll move the chains. RPO. It's complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll sneak it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Rasmussen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Off play action on 1st down. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's complete on the right side. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the tailback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have have to turn it loose deep. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
The Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Purdue.
He'll try to pop the draw.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellows?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab, it's Rasmussen. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Unloads quickly. At midfield, he's got room. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to fire. He's got him. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. The throw. Zings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The field goal is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. Got his man on the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. After the 3rd down incompletion, the punt unit is on the field. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, the running back looking for room. On the move at the 30. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quickly complete. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. It's complete to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, Florida-Tennessee never disappoints. We figured this could be a dynamite matchup all week, and it has delivered. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this 2nd half. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Vols and Gators.
And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab on the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. The play action fake. The sure hands, it's Douglas. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And the Volunteers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Using the quick game. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Vols! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. He's looking downfield to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's reverse. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You got to be so careful, too, Dave, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He has the first and still on his feet. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, I should have ran a better route.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Buys a little extra time. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quick release by the QB. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for a crease, it's Cook. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Rides the back on the option to give. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the running back from the shotgun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that? Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires left. With the catch, it's Rasmussen. And he goes out of bounds, and he is short of the first down marker. I think he just lost track of where he was. Pulls it and fires to the left.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won their one-on-ones. The worst thing is you turn around after the play fake, and bam! That defender's right in your face.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give to the back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the back. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Rasmussen. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Give to the running back. Got a little space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.